between the Canes and the Noles, once upon a time, barely noticed outside the state of Florida. But those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Seminoles will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. From the gun, he leads it with the bat. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are. Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Barnett. He's going to let it go. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looking downfield on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll keep it on the ground. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire, and those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Let's go. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
With the run on 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami!
We know a lot of offense offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. To the air, it's Barrett. Now improvising. He couldn't find anywhere to go with the ball. Bought time for a second, but finally just went down.
And that's going to be the challenge for this offense tonight, is holding up against this pass rush. They're one of the best defenses in the entire nation because of their ability to get pressure on the quarterback. They're going to have to do a much better job tonight protecting their guy, or they've got no shot.
And the Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the right. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes a grab past the marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. These two have storied traditions in the history of the sport, but in the not-too-distant past, Miami actually considered giving up football, and Florida State was an afterthought.
Yeah, a lot of people forget back in the day when Miami was in the Big East, right? And Florida State was in the ACC. This was kind of an interconference battle every time they played. But no doubt, David, this game just holds so much more significance to both programs.
Both in the state of Florida. Florida State, Miami, the uniforms are so great. The lineage, the history of the players. So it does. It feels like this rivalry's been playing a lot longer than since 1950.
To throw. It's Barry. Time to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
They're a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Using his legs, it's Jackson. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, what a cut. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, no. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Floating away. He's forced out of bounds well behind the line of scrimmage, and the defense will take it as a sack.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the right. He makes the catch. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Miami.
So first down here as they go back to work.
42 Spiders.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Power football with the run. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Quarterback may change this route. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Sweet cut there. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it, too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Throws for the tight end. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Florida State. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the Hurricanes come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They'll go to the ground. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Dropping back, it's Barnett. Snagged out of the air. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies.
And he's got it inside the 25. And this This offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
The defense was dialed in. They knew exactly what they were doing. They weren't fooled by it. They weren't fooled by the read game at all. Played discipline, kept eyes on the quarterback, strung that along towards the sideline, and made the big tackle.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Handoff to the single running back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time, Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the move. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Berry. He's got it. They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Noles come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes the grab. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. First down, 10 yards to go. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Here comes the heat. Got a man, it's Blair. Brings him to the open. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing up right now is working beautifully.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Canes.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Navy is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about around Annapolis for a long time. They're up 14 over USF. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it first and 10. To the air, it's Berry. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Noles with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. On the run, still looking. He's open on the right. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
In the waning seconds of the first half, just enough time to try a field goal to take the lead. Oh, he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Canes will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Gibson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Give to the running back. Runs through a tackle. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Makes the catch. It's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good job on the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
The Seminoles really need to keep this drive alive on third down. To throw, it's Sperry. Using his feet to buy time. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anyone. on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play. They just couldn't get it done.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And the Seminoles come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
The Seminoles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Back to throw. It's Berry. Scrambling away. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Trying to pick up a first down. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Gets it out fast. He's not going to make it. What a job on his defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spray a guy free. But the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. he should be making in his sleep.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The offense changing the play. To the air. It's Barnett. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's got him this time. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So they're facing third and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play. You've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive. He's not able to come up with it.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him.
Turning it on! Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They'll go right back to it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. On the move. They'll stop him short on third down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And this one is perfect. And here in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Bowling Green is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Western Michigan. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Here's a heat. Snagged in the middle. It's Gilbert. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Blair. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they give to the back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Barnett. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Miami! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Have it back, they'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Send the tight end in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the shotgun, the inside give. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. A
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Sperry. Makes the grab. It's Gibson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Hurricane. The defense putting points on the board. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And stop it. How about back-to-back weeks with pick sixes? This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick Six, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Comes the Florida State offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Heath. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Throwing right. Zips it out to his man. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
Quickly complete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to throw again. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice first down sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And this offense is trying to make something happen. You're down later in the game, but this defense is having none of it. 2 sacks in a row.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And Target coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. Making side adjustments here. The toss to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. A rivalry defined by wide rights, wide lefts, mascot arrest went right down the middle, and a well-earned victory for the Miami Hurricanes. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese.